Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and this is me. I have been doing nails on YouTube for about a year and a bit now, and this is my official reveal. I come to you today with a new set of nails, which are these ones here. These are Valentine's Day nails inspired by no one. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at this, but anyway, I decided to create this set because, well, I created my own stickers like these, and I thought it'd be a great way to test them out, try them out, and see how they sit on my nails. And I truly love them. Anyway, in this video, I am going to show you step by step of how to prepare your natural nail, keep it nice and healthy, also removing old set using just the e-file, because if you've seen my previous videos, I did explain that I've got eczema, so for me to use acetone, it does something to my skin that I don't like. So what I do is I file it to a very thin layer, and then I'm all good to go for the next set. And I've been doing it for years. My nails are healthy. I haven't filed the crap out of them. I think it's practice. A practice, you know, it doesn't make perfect, but it does improve your skills. So the more you practice, the better you get. I'm also going to show you how I extend the nail and how I do the form to fit the my natural nail, and of course every nail has different sort of shapes and sizes, so you do need to sort of do a few different stuff, which I'm showing you in the video before the video you're gonna watch now. Yes, the other thing I wanted to say is all the products I use, well, most of them, I actually sell them, and I'm gonna link my Facebook page in the description box below. I'm going to link it. I'm going to put the link. You know the gif. Yes, and if there is anything that you'd like, for example, the builder gel, I have tons of different ones, and brand new. Obviously, I haven't used them. I've got my own set that I use, and then they're the brand new ones that I haven't and I didn't open or touched. And I don't see the point of holding on to them anymore. So yes, they will be on sale, or they are already. But if you are interested in finding out a bit more information about them, or more information about how you can purchase, then leave me a comment below and check my Facebook page where we can literally chat, which is a nice way of doing it. Also my Instagram. Either way, it's fine for me. Right, so going back to the video, I have created these. They have been they're very simple, elegant, and I find them very attractive. But obviously, I cannot stop with just simple. I have to keep on adding. So if you like any of the nails, just one, you can add it as an accent nail, and why not? They look pretty good. I'm quite happy with how they came out. What else? The other thing that I've started doing is t-shirts. So I personalize t-shirts, guys, and I love doing it. This is one of them. This is my first ever t-shirt. I'm standing up a little bit so you can see. But yeah, I really love it. The quality of the product is amazing. It's literally, it lasts you over 50 washes, and it can be tumble dried as well. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put in that description box below my Facebook shop page. Both of them. You'll see. Just check it out. Okay, forget about this hand. I haven't had time to do anything. If you don't know me, or if you haven't seen my videos before, you should check them out. I do explain a couple of things where I talk a bit about myself as well. I am a mum of 3 boys. My youngest one is 3, and he's definitely a handful. So for me to do one hand of nails, like one hand, it takes me about 2 days, and to edit a video would take me about 3 days. I know, I'm so bad. But that's why I upload normally once a week, and if by chance my son would be going to nursery, then I would literally grab all my stuff and record for you a quick video. But if you have been subscribed to my channel for quite a while, I really appreciate your support. And if you haven't subscribed and you're just seeing this video for the first time on my channel, and if you enjoy it, obviously subscribe to my channel. It's free and I upload quite nice stuff, I think. Anyway, right, so this is me, my face reveal, Mimi. I am a very shy person. I don't tend to speak to a camera, but I'm doing it, and I thought it'd be a good way to start the year, and I hope things will get better from this day on. So happy new year everyone, and I'm sorry for being late with uploading, but here we are. So I hope you enjoy. Bye. Right guys, so now that you've seen my face, let's get down to business. This is my Valentine's Day nails, and I hope you're going to enjoy the process. Now this is the outgrown nails that I had on. They have been on for about 3.5 weeks, so the product it's really good. I have no issues with it. So if you prep the natural nail as I do, I am sure you're going to get minimal to no lifting whatsoever. And yeah, that is, I think, what everyone, all nail techs want, is no lifting, no gel popping off, none of that. So this is me sort of disinfecting everything. So as I go along, you're going to see me disinfect quite a couple of things. If you don't see it, trust me, I do it in behind cameras or something, because I always disinfect. Now I am coming in with a fine bit to remove my old set, and the reason for that is, as I mentioned before, is I like to take it off to a very thin layer or none whatsoever, so that this bit helps me sort of keep track of the depth of the nail, the gel, and how close I'm getting to my natural nail. As I said, the first and most important thing to me is the natural nail. I need it healthy, I need it safe, and I do not want to file anything off it. My nails are quite thin as they are, and then filing it off, well, obviously you'll feel that. You will definitely feel it. And not just while filing, you're going to feel it after. And when you put a new gel on, it will burn like hell, and I don't think anyone wants that. So I am showing different angles to you, so you can sort of understand that I myself look at my nail through different angles to see just how much more gel I need to file off, or if I need to stop. But that's just how I think it's best if you guys want to do that. I also think it's quicker than using acetone and waiting for 10-15 minutes for the gel to dissolve, to be honest. This took me a couple of minutes, if so. Well, I haven't sped anything up on this part, so everything I'm doing here, it's as it is. So maybe about, I don't know, 2 minutes probably. But it takes me a little bit longer while I'm filming, because I just want to make sure that I'm, you know, in the camera and it's not getting blurry, and I've got enough light, and you know, while you film something, you always have to sort of be precautious of everything. And here's a close-up of how much I filed off and how my natural nail looks, and literally untouched. Yeah. That over there, what you see is still gel, so as I said, a very thin layer. And that is that. Throughout the video, I'm going to show you my application of 1, maybe 2 nails, because I think it is already a very long video. I have never uploaded a video this long, but I thought the more details I upload, the better it is for you. So before, I used to skip some steps on camera. Obviously I wouldn't skip steps on the nail, but I wouldn't upload it on YouTube, because they always end up being quite long. So I just thought that this time I'm going to upload everything that I do, but mostly on one, maybe two nails. So if I'm out of focus, for example, like here, if I'm out of frame or out of focus on this nail, I will use another one to still show what I wanted to show. Now I'm coming in with a file that I use only on myself, and I'm removing some of the shine and the dead cuticle around. And then again, I'm coming in with a cuticle bit. I love this bit, and I'll tell you why. It doesn't go really deep into your cuticle, which I don't mind it, but the reason I like this bit is because I can push my cuticle up and away from my natural nail, which is the thing that you want to do. Whether you file your natural nail using this fine bit here, or you file it using a hand file, it is just a choice. But doing this procedure, doing this process over here, helps me remove some of that hard dead skin around my nail, some of that dead cuticle around, and also helps me push it upwards, where then it's easier for me to cut or come in with a ball bit and remove it with a file. So yes, as I mentioned, I have not removed much of the steps from this video because I thought it might help you in some way. Right guys, so now the next step that I do is I come in with a prep and scrub or disinfectant and scrub off every sort of dusty bits that are on my natural nail or under my cuticle, because that's going to affect the gel application. Now I'm coming in with nail prep, prime, and of course my base coat. Now I still have, I believe, 2 of those available in stock to sell if you guys are interested, as I said in the intro. But anyway, so far so good. I am using my prep to remove any excess dust that might have still been on there or anything, and plus that helps with dehydration. Now with the primer, you don't have to add it everywhere, just on the bits here and there on the nail. Now primer cannot get onto your skin. That will affect the way I don't know, as I said, I'm not a scientist, I just know that that affects how the gel is applied, and if the gel touches your skin and the primer was on there, it will just create some lifting there, so you don't want that at all. So the primer is very important, and so is the base. Now with the base, because you buff the natural nail, right, so you take away the shine, and while you're buffing, you're also adding some little tiny microscopical scratches on your natural nail. When you come in with the base coat, you need to sort of rub that in really well into your skin, because that will go into those little cracks. Now I'm talking fast because this is an important step. Now for me to measure the form and to make sure that it will fit my natural nail properly, I need to sort of measure to see where I need to cut, if I need to cut, and how I need to cut. Now this is me cutting on the sides, making it sort of in an oval shape, because I will show you in a minute when I pop it back on to check if I've cut alright or if I need to cut any more. That oval part will go sort of underneath my my finger, and that way I can curve or bend the extended part of the form the way I want to, which is in a stiletto shape. Whereas if I wouldn't have cut that off, it would be a bit wonky and more difficult to create my stiletto shape, as the gel would be sort of wider than my natural nail. Now here is another important step where you need to place the wings of it. I don't know if it's called wings, but I'm calling it wings. You need to sort of attach them, perfectly aligning both of them together, and then making sure that the form is straight. When you check for the form to be straight, you look at your finger, not your nail. Your nail may be going sort of to the left or to the right a little bit, but you need to go with your finger. That way you are certain that the extension you create will be aligned straight with your finger, and that way it looks good. Now, coming on with my builder gel, I love the consistency of this. It's runny, but then you have to take into consideration that if it's cold outside and you're working in a cold environment like I am sometimes, then that gel needs to be warmed up a little bit. As I mentioned, I work in my salon. I have a heater here, but if I start doing nails in the morning, I don't keep my heater on the whole night. So I need to turn on my heater and pop this on it or next to it for a couple of minutes, and then it will be nice and ready to apply. Right, so here's me sort of, this is where I've done something I shouldn't have. I literally put my finger on the form while I was applying and creating my extension, and that made my form move from the place I placed it in the first place. Right, the next step is my slip layer. Now, why do we use a slip layer? There's two reasons. One, it shows the gel where to go when you apply it, and two, the slip layer literally sticks on so well to that base coat as you just won't believe. It is literally a game changer for me since I started doing slip layers. So I think you should really try and do that. One, the gel is easier to apply, and two, it's all about the lifting, guys. If you manage to do that slip layer, I guarantee you will get minimum to no lifting whatsoever. Now, the other important step is do not apply your gel very close to the cuticle. Now, the blob would need to go sort of halfway, maybe a little bit higher than your half points of your natural nail, and then sort of move your brush with the gel and then push the gel closer to the cuticle yourself. You need to create that apex. Now, this is the second nail because I'm sure I was out of frame before. So this is my slip layer, and then I'm coming in with the blob. And if you pay close attention, I do not put the blob right next to my cuticle. I put it about a couple of centimeters lower than that. I can't really tell you in centimeters yet, but I will find out. I'm going to take a ruler and measure next time. There you go. And then I'm just moving it about, modeling it as I want, and making sure that it goes where I need it to go. Now, the slip layer is always great when you apply it close to the cuticle, and that way you know to file up to that, or you don't need to file at all if you put your blob of gel a bit lower than that, because for the lifting to be minimal to none, you need to file the gel almost flush to your natural nail. So literally there shouldn't be a big bump between your natural nail and the gel, especially at the beginning, especially at the cuticle area. Right, so here's me as I showed you on the side. It was a little bit thin and didn't have much apex, so what I decided to do is add a little bit more and then sort of move it where I want it to go to create that beautiful apex. Now, believe you me, I have tested my nails and they may look thin or they may not to you, but believe me, they were quite thin, but they definitely had the strength. So my apex was very good, and up to today, which is almost a week gone now, my nails are very strong, and I scrub a lot of things with them. So there's a pointer for you. Removing the tacky layer, which this one's a bit more tacky, which I don't mind. I love actually, because if I want to come in with a foil, I can just put that foil straight on that tacky surface and I'm done. It does wonders. The next step I'm showing you is how to sort of two examples. So the first one is the hand filing routine, what I do and how I do it, which is this one here. Keep your nail file straight, flat to the to your natural nails edge and surface, and then file up and down movements, fast, slow. Don't stress, don't push, don't sort of don't hurry this step up. You just need to have that ready. Have it ready. You have it ready already. You just don't have, guys, I am blabbering. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. I just don't know how to explain properly to you guys today. I don't know why. I think I got a bit emotional for the fact that I've put my face on there. Right, okay. So, giving it shape. That's the first thing you need to do. When you give it shape, make sure that your nail file is sort of stable and straight. Otherwise you will be making some wonky nails. And after you made the shape, you come with your file and you do the top bit, which I'm about to show you here. Now when you file, everything that you're not able to file, or if there is a bump or something, as I'm showing you here, that shiny bit over there, well, that's lower than the rest of the nail, but that is okay because it was a little bit on the bulkier side. So when I file it to give it nice shape, then obviously that will be parallel with everything else. I'm leaving that as it is, guys. I'm going to stop talking. I'm coming back to you when I need to explain something else, because I keep mumbling and rumbling, and I'm sure that's not good. Right, so I've sped this up because I'm literally just shaping the nail at the moment, as I did with the first one. But I'm gonna slow back down to when I'm gonna have to use my e-file as the second example. Now with the e-file, I find it a lot quicker. It depends on the bit you're going to use. I used extra fine to give it shape, and the reason I used extra fine is because my nails were not as bulky, so I didn't add too much gel. But and also with the e-file is a little bit trickier, because you have to, and I'm going to show you why, because I literally kept something in the video that needed amending, and I'll show you just when and how. Anyway, with an e-file, if you don't have a good grip on it, it can file too much, it can go on your skin, it can hurt. So taking your time with this is a must, and too much pressure you don't need, as I'm going to show you in a minute. Oh god. Anyway, so as you can see here, I'm looking at my nail through different angles to make sure that it's not bulky on one side and too thin on another, and that it looks what do you call it, it looks good on all sides, right? So can't see it yet, but I'm gonna show you in just a minute. Okay, so I have removed the dust, and this is what I did. I added a little bit too much pressure on my e-file, so I created a little thing. Now what that requires me to do, I need to remove all the dust that I've made while filing, and then come in with a tiny bit of blob again and covering that up, because you can't leave it as it is. Definitely not, because then if you have clients and you do that to your clients or even to yourself, I'm telling you, you are going to pick on it. I don't think anyone is able to restrain themselves from picking on that. But covering it up definitely helps. It's easy, it's fast, and just after that, because you're adding quite a thin layer, it's just buffing it. You don't need to come in with your file again. Just grab your buffer and buff it over, and then you are done. So to make sure that everything's uniform and okay, I am adding that layer all over my nail. Okay, we're about finished with that, and this is, well, hold on, I'm not finished yet, by the way. This is what I did off camera. So I've done those 2 nails, well actually 3, excuse me, with my thumbnail included. So the word and the hearts I printed, well, I created my own stickers to, as I mentioned in the intro, and I also had the love sticker, the love, yeah, but I didn't like the I didn't like it that much on that finger, so I've added it to my thumb. Yeah, I love and hate, happiness and sadness and sorrows. I think it's all part of human nature, whether it's Valentine's Day or any other day of your life. It just, it is what it is. So I thought it goes very well. Now I'm just grabbing my buffer and I'm buffering, because buffering? I'm buffing that nail. The reason for it is because I was thinking of creating a matte nail. So I had 3 shiny nails and I wanted 1 matte nail, just to see how my sticker would look on matte as well. Okay, so believe it or not, this part here happened the next day. Because I couldn't continue on yesterday no, you know, the day before when they started. So what I also learned is you can do it, do this procedure, this step here, you can do it in 2 different ways. One, you cut the cuticle before you add the gel or after. Now, I find that cutting your cuticle after you apply the gel helps in the process of your color application. Now, as the gel is flush with your natural nail, you're not actually going to see a difference between which one's the gel and which one's your natural nail. As in, when you add your color, you can push it in closer to the cuticle, and then it looks like, it looks flush to the nail, and then it lasts a little bit longer as well. And that also helps with the actual gel being lifted while, you know, having your hands in water so many times in 3-4 weeks, as depends how long you take, you know, you hold on to your nails. But having that gel color there definitely helps with keeping some of the moisture or dirt or mess that wants to get inside the builder gel. Right, now I'm showing you the colors I decided to use, which is black, red, and I'm going to add some white stripes with some glitter on it. So one of those sugar effect designs I'm going to create. But it's all going to be on a matte sort of surface. Anyway, so what I decided to do was one of those blob looking black shapes, and then geometrical shapes, sort of triangles that I think that's triangles that I did. Yes, they're triangles. I'm looking at my nail and they're definitely triangles. I'm so bad at this. Right, so I don't know if I sped this up. I think I might have done 1.5 speed, or I might have not. I can't remember, but I'm quite slow in the video, aren't I? I know, I'm speeding up a bit. I don't know. Sorry guys, I did edit this and I can't really go back and stop and check. But it is, and I think, yeah, you can go fast or slow, it depends on you. But as I said before, I haven't done nails in quite a while, and yeah, you know what, when you stop doing something, you kind of lose your speed, or you know, the perfect little lines or squares or shapes that you were doing before. It can be rough at the beginning when you restart after a break, but that was fine. I've cured that in the lamp. I'm not showing you the cure and all that, but you know, I cured it in the lamp for 60 seconds, or if it's just a what's it called, well, you can cure it for 30 seconds if you're not done with the whole nail, but never ever skip 60 seconds when you're doing your top coat and base coat. Those are the most important ones. You never take your hand off out of the lamp during those 60 seconds. The reason, it just lasts a lot longer. It's definitely better and gives you the best results and shine and everything. So yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna let you watch my triangular shaped stuff. Right, so I think I should be just about done. Flushed, cured. No, I cured it completely, I think. And now this is my lovely sticker and I love it. I wanted to place it, I just wasn't sure where. I already felt like my nails a little bit too, you know, too much. But yeah, just, I couldn't stop. Anyway, that stuck on so good. I couldn't move it from that place. So where it got on, that's where it stayed. So that was that. Wasn't my intention to put it there, but that's where it wanted to sit, and that's where I left it. Now coming in with my base coat. No base coat, no. Matte. Guys, I promise you I haven't drunk anything. It's still early. I'm coming in with my matte top coat and making sure that I cover everything properly, and that means getting really close to that cuticle. Well, don't touch it, but get close to it, and that way your gel is covered. Ta-da! And that's how it looks on a matte surface. Nice, I love it, I really do. Now I couldn't stop there, so I went ahead and I got my white. Guys, I may be crazy. Don't tell anyone. Right, so now I'm adding more lines, more shapes of some sort, and I couldn't stop there either, so I came in with some glitter and I added it on top. I'll let you watch. Alright, so I'm back again, and now I'm just removing the glitter that did not go onto the gel. And that's the final look. Now I'm going to show you what I did on my little pinky and what I did already on my thumbnail. I really like the outcome of this, and I really like the way the stickers sort of stuck on so well. And I thought it'd be, because I'm using vinyl, you see, I used vinyl for this, and the stickers, well, this specific vinyl was a bit on the thick side, but I still wanted to check it out to see if it's worth it, you know. But anyway, coming on to my last nail, I am coming in with a thin layer of base coat, and that's because I decided to do all of it full of glitter, sparkly stuff. Sorry, I cut the first bit off because it was very blurry, so you just have to, you know, continue watching from here on. I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost at the end of the video. I did leave some beautiful pictures for you guys to see. If you do practice, or if you do choose what? If you oh my god. Right, so if you decide to try one of these methods that I did, do let me know how you're getting on, and if you're going to do your own nails and do something that I did here, can I see a picture of it in my, and DM me with your pictures and let me see how it came out. And with the growth process as well, I love to see, because I am not having any problems. I have had a client come in 8 weeks after I've done her nails and they were still intact. I'm going to try and add a picture of that for you so you can see the quality of the product says it all. So let me see if I can add that now. Right, so this is the 8 weeks nails. Now the client did come back and I've done those up there for her. Very beautiful, and I was very pleased with them. She's a very lovely lady, and I'm so glad I met her. Right, so going back to my nails, this is the final result. I love it. It looks like there's different pinky mirrors trying to come out of this. I don't know. I'm thinking of snow right now. I don't know why, but foam maybe. I don't know, but it looks absolutely beautiful. And this is what the results are. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed me babbling about and me creating this beautiful set. I really do enjoy doing nails. I really do enjoy talking to you and creating content for you. Thank you for being patient, and as I said, if you are subscribed, I really appreciate your support, and if you are not and you enjoy my content, then I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you again, and love you all. Bye.